Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to some more Let's Play Victoria 3 as Canada. And I am breaking what I said I would do. I said I would maybe take a little break, a little hiatus of this until the next little hot fix or little patch would come out, maybe deal with the crashing. But it has been a couple of days, and I'm just itching to play more Victoria 3, and why would I play on my own? So we're back in here, playing as Canada again, and then fingers crossed that things won't be too unstable. The thing is, I've like stringed the game for hours and hours and been fine. And then doing the recordings here for Canada for some reason, had a couple of crashes. Maybe there's something specific. Maybe it's a UI interface I have open just through a certain tick. I don't know what's causing it, but fingers crossed. Anyway, we are still learning a lot about the economy. That's the thing. I've been like, you know, reading Reddit and checking forums and things like that, seeing what people have to talk about, and that made me want to play some more. So we're going to be taking a look at that. What's surprising me? Well, I think I've sort of thought of something. So I was going to say, what's surprising me is how I'm never satisfying the convoy thing. But I've come to realize, being in the British market here, we are contributing some convoys maybe to just the market itself, perhaps? Maybe that's why it feels like I have less for my own trade routes. It's hard to understand exactly what that 75% means, but if it is taking 75% of my convoys for the market as a whole and leaving me 25% for my own trade routes, I guess that makes a lot of sense, why we're having a bit of a hard time getting there. And it does feel like, yeah, for the sake of the economy, probably building more convoys continues to be the way to go. We do have lots of stuff in the queue, including ports, so hopefully that'll continue to fix itself. And yeah, some of our wood prices are still a little on the high side, so getting those wood factories going, or wood lumber mills. That's what I'm looking for. Wood factories. Yeah! We make it out of plastic. That's what we do. Hopefully getting them going is going to help the economy as a whole, and some of our shipbuilding does rely on that as well. And our arms industries actually are currently hurting a wee bit from high hardwood prices, and generally speaking, low artillery. But if I recall correctly, we didn't have a good export target for artillery, do we? I mean, yeah, the amounts are super low. I mean, we could make a little bit on tariffs, but we're really not going to be changing the price. Yeah, the price of artillery, well, go up by 0.9. I guess it should be something. But again, I don't really have the convoys. I mean, some of those may have taken 0 convoys, but the numbers are so small that I'm not going to mess with it right now. So money's currently going up, despite the fact that we're constructing. I don't know why our economy suddenly started to skyrocket, but we'll take it. If I do this, what does it change? By 28. I might still want to wait until all the debt is paid off first. No, I'm going to drop the taxes one notch here. Improve our standard of living. Not that our radicals are actually doing too badly at all. Apparently most of them are living here in Saskatchewan, which we've known. They've had some issues here for a little bit. A lot of the people are still... Oh, there we go. Migration's going up now. I think it was still going down, but maybe with the lower taxes. Got a big injection over here. It makes sense that we're getting a huge boost to this because we do have the... It's like Spartan. Right? Sparsely populated. We do have some turmoil in here, which is hurting it. But yeah, we could use some extra workers for these things, but mostly they just need more profitable work, which the coal mines are. Are you using the, you're using the steam donkey, okay. The coal mines are, so everyone, you know, working here should make decent money, but, and we do have some unemployment. I guess no one can work in the arms sector. Well, then maybe we'll do that. We don't have any peasants, but we'll throw in a coal mine. Maybe I should just, oh, and see how the price is fluctuating a lot on the hardwood. Huh. All right. Go with the ports. And these are all fairly profitable. I mean, they do use a lot, but this is a good possibility for profit here. Jeez. And yeah, some other people are importing fertilizer from the Great British market, the Great British Break-Off as well. If I want to look at actual fertilizer, what are we looking at? You know, we do have 1,000 excess. This is the entire British market. Yeah, the prices are a little on the low side. Which says we could maybe build more farms and take advantage of that, but I think we've got other great stuff to be building. I don't think the food prices are that high right now. Okay, that's the coal mine we just queued up, which actually, let me put it at the top of the queue here, just to give Saskatchewan some more profitable work for a tiny bit. I could be subsidizing this arms industry so that it could afford to employ people. But it's just not going to be profitable, yeah. If we take a look under rural, around the logging camps, yeah, I do have the auto expand on, which I think is okay. So it's going to be queuing up more of these, and yeah, they're all pretty profitable here. So yeah, if they want to start queuing up some of that stuff, they'll do that. They wait until the construction queue is more empty before it does, but I'm sure they will do that. And I think it's going to be a good thing. Who's this for? Boost with Portugal. The industrialists, yeah, I guess it wouldn't change things because we don't have a bonus from them regardless. Good. Let's go for the higher tax income for us. Give us a tick of about a couple K per month. Then it reset itself, but... Saskatchewan, is your population still growing? Wow, by 500,000? Okay, this is annual projected... So is this a trend for the year then? Because I was going to say, we haven't gotten 500,000 extra people. So you're just predicting forward, because Saskatchewan doesn't have that many people in it. All right. Central planning, more tax capacity. I don't think this really changes anything for us. I mean, eventually we can get telephone switchboards for government administration. That might be nice to give us more bureaucracy, which would be really useful. At that point, we'll start consuming telephones, which we're not producing yet. I don't know if anyone in the British market is. Okay, yeah, we can queue up more coal mines here. Keep the people in Saskatchewan employed in businesses that are turning a profit. That's going to be really, really quite good. Although, if I'm doing this, I'm not lowering the price of lumber, but honestly, coal prices are pretty high too, and we have a lot of industries that rely on coal prices. Even the arms... okay, the arms industry doesn't. At least not directly, right? We could, with lower coal prices, make more steel. But steel prices are about average, tools are about average. It's the hardwood that's really still on the pricey side. And we do have all of our lumber mills are on hardwood production, right? We don't have... Yeah, we've got that. We've got the full electric saws over here, which doesn't change the production of actual raw wood. Steam donkeys keeps our population lower. We've got the rail transport. Yeah, so I think that's set up as good as it's going to be. How are things in diplomatic lens? Yep, all good over here. Oh, we have a big chunk of land. Now, since we're still turning a profit while constructing, and our debt is nearly paid off, I think we're going to go ahead and expand our construction sector. I probably could have done a little sooner, but I was eager to pay off some debt. I'm going to build 2 more, because I think that's going to be okay and still balance. Well, okay, we're still on higher taxes. Not very high taxes, but higher taxes. We could bring it back down to neutral. But right now, if our population is growing, and, well, it's flatlining a little bit, but we're going to be improving the economy, so overall, that should keep people eager to come to us. We're still not doing the investment pool, no. We're getting 31K a month investment pool just from so many capitalists. I didn't realize we're effectively paying so little for our construction. Also, construction costs are fine. I mean, none of it is cheap, but it's all fine. Sometimes it pops up. I think sometimes the price of glass has been shooting up, and that's not something we have control over, and we don't have much of a glass industry. But yeah, overall, that's pretty good. Let's put another coal mine a little sooner up here in Saskatchewan. Yeah, more peasants. We're definitely getting lots of immigration. Oh, all of a sudden the arms industry is profitable. Well, not quite. But the hardwood prices have gotten slightly better. I mean, we need some British wars to break out so that the weapons cost more. Didn't realize how variable in price weapons would be. Yeah, so I think now that the construction sectors are fully staffed, yeah, that's equalizing a wee bit more. Oh, investment pool transfers went down a bit. Okay, and they're bouncing back up slightly. We still have the complaint about trade routes need convoys. And I still don't know, is there an easy way to check my own convoys? As I sort of checked on some of that? Yeah, I guess this is actually showing my own, presumably. But also, I suppose, if I start a, if I click on one of these, there you go. So I have 130 spare convoys. It is interesting that, yeah, we still don't have enough for the upgrades, but those other trade routes take, like, they take several hundred convoys at their current level. So they might need several hundred more to upgrade. Oh, I think the sulfur mine, well, must have auto-queued itself, because I didn't click on that recently. If I take a look at the ports, and let's see here. Coal's fairly pricey. Our steamers are coming in okay, but coal's fairly pricey. Yeah, we could save a bunch of money by going to anchorages, but that wouldn't produce the convoys for us, so that's fine. Yeah, more coal mines, which are coming in, so that's going to be okay. Aboriginal people. Oh, this must be, like, Australian... Yeah, Oceanic. Yeah, Aboriginals. How you doing, Saskatchewan? Okay, no turmoil listed here, which is nice. If I mouse over the radicals, yeah, it's not as deeply red anymore, and the total number is going down. Yeah, these people are finally being properly employed, which is fantastic. And yeah, they're being employed in, like, a very profitable industry over here. We do have the auto-expand on coal mines, which is why there's more coal mines put in here as well. I could probably queue more up in Saskatchewan, though. How's your infrastructure? Fine. Good. No specific complaints about anything. Low market access in Ontario. 99% is okay. Ironclad's rubber. Yeah, I don't think the price of rubber is really being an issue for us. Down level our law enforcement. Honestly, I think I'm kind of okay with that. I don't think we're as reliant on the police enforcement anymore for turmoil reduction and radical reduction. I think things have bounced back in a good way. Can't believe we have no colonies currently. And nothing else to do. Can I move my declared interests? Well, so clearly there's nothing to colonize in these areas. But I guess there's nothing over there either. Maybe there's some little islands over here. Okay, I guess I can lift that too. I'll just throw some interest in South India for a little bit, and just to see what we can see. I think that's fine. There might still be some people here, like Sokoto or something like that, that's not being defended by anyone. Although we're not really bordering them. I suppose these two might be a possible candidate. But I don't think we gain much. Like, the colonization stuff basically costs us nothing. And, basically costs us nothing and is a really fast, cheap little war to win. Some of these might cost us a little bit more, because they're not decentralized nations. They also might be defended, even if they don't have an actual alliance. Like here there is an alliance here, but even if they didn't have an actual alliance with anyone, you know, France might decide to get involved just because it's in their best interest. So I don't think it makes much sense to pursue those wars. It might be fine, but you know, it might not be. I'm just gonna go and spend some influence on just whoever. Let's make more friends with more people, and I think that's gonna be okay. Now, if we are not doing colonization anymore, I could change my colonial laws. I don't know. Yeah, more migration. I think I'm going to leave it active. But I think I will downgrade the institution. We'll free up a bunch more bureaucracy for things, which is going to be okay. I could bop my law enforcement back up, but I don't think there's any real reason to do that. We could boost our home affairs as well, but again, I'm not really worried about radicals. On the other hand, you know, maybe we can flip it a little bit more, have more loyalists as well, and actually with fewer radicals, we're less likely to have, like, a civil war from me trying to pass an otherwise unpopular law. All right, market access in Ontario keeps going down. It's got to be the infrastructure, and it is. Do we really have unprofitable logging camps here? Oh, because electricity is so high, and coal. That's crazy. I mean, I guess hardwood has gone down in value a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I guess Ontario just needs more power plants, which will boost the cost of coal and engines more. But yeah, electricity is still so expensive. Okay, I'm going to add 5 more. and then we have some motor industry here as well. We've got lots of workers. I'm going to add 4 more of those, so we end up with an even 20. Conveyors undone. Ah, yes. Okay, this needs a lot more electricity as well. And oil. Now, oil's a problem. Because right now it's just whale oil. Where else? Ooh, combustion engine's about to kick in. Oil turbine. But where do we actually... Is there a tech to unlock oil wells themselves? Okay, well, let's take a quick look. If we check our oil, which is here, right? We can get it from oil rigs. Oh, wait, I can build these now? How long has that been the case? Don't answer that question. I don't actually want to know. Let's queue up 5 in Alberta to start off with. Huh. Because I know oil is very expensive. We'll finish that. Arc welding. Oh, that's the next type of building. Yeah, well, we probably need the cost of electricity to become more reasonable before we feel that we can run this, although I could start researching it. Oh, 11 years to research is a little far away. Plastics for glassworks. We don't really have glassworks, so I don't think that's much of a thing. We could unlock the telephone. We could go for electric railways. And these are all going to be, yeah, like 11 years. And that's going to finish by itself in seconds. Well, I mean, we do have livestock and fishing and whaling. I assume this is going to use more electricity as well. But we are going to try to keep building up our power situation. I could get more, because we can do the coal fire plant. But, no, I can't research the oil. What we really want is, we want coal at this point to continue to get cheaper. So I don't think any of these is an immediate boost to us in any way. So, but we could prep something for, like, the next tier of whatever. I mean, if we keep making electricity cheaper... Oh, and actually, this does give us a boost to the motor industry. All right, we'll go electric railways. Yeah. Use more electricity, but use it to make more motors, which is all looking very good for our economy right now. Any cool journal entries we could pursue? War in the mud. Trench industry. And have a war. Okay. Expand oil industry. Yeah, well, that would be great. Need to get to level 5. Well, I queued up level 5, so that's going to be fine. There's our combustion engine kicking in. I don't know if we can make these upgrades quite yet. By the way, if we were an independent, since we're a major power, I guess it by default auto kicks us out of a trade union or customs union. But I think because we're a vassal, we can't. And I think I'm still fine with being part of it. The thing is, if I got kicked out of the Great British market right now, our economy would be bonkers broken. Just because we are optimizing for the entire British market's shortages and surpluses rather than what we produce natively. So us leaving the British market right now would be horrifically bad. Plus, we're still stealing tons of we've kind of flatlined on our expansion over here. Even though I reduced taxes, I'm actually kind of disappointed. I guess it doesn't help that the intelligentsia doesn't love us anymore. They are back up to a +7. I don't suppose they have a... Nope. They are completely maxed out on the laws that make them happy. I actually don't know if I can get them to a +10. Because if the approval from just regular laws is capped at +5, then barring events... Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't realize they do get more from being loyalists. Right now, they're getting a penalty from low government wages. Now, I would have to go all the way up to medium here, which would definitely increase our costs a lot. Would make the intelligentsia like us enough to go and trigger propaganda again. I don't know if that's worth it. 24k increased costs? Yeah, I'm not keen on that. Oh, investment pool transfers down to like 26k about. That's a shame. If we went to laissez-faire, is there any reason to stay on interventionism? I mean, I can subsidize all buildings here, but I don't really need to. Rail maybe, which I can still do. Trade infrastructure counts as the railroads, I believe. Capitalists invest plus 25%, and the aristocrats a little bit, but this is plus 50%, and I think we do have a lot of capitalists. I think we want to run this. I don't think we have enough radicals that this is going to be an issue. We can always bail out if it turns into a problem. Oh! Group of respectable musical composers teaching at the Arts Academy in Quebec approach us. They have drawn attention to the alarming lack of a proper national anthem fit to invigorate our people's spirit. Land of riches, land of silver, glory is ours to deliver. Born from the night and blessed by day, our fate will be completed today. Now that's a cool anthem. Plus 20 prestige. All right. I'll take it. Tomorrow's... I'm coming to one of our colonies. That's fine. These are auto-expanding iron mines. And the one thing, like, with the auto-expansion, again, we have to be a little bit careful that, you know, theoretically, they're only expanding things that are profitable, so generally it's going to be okay. But sometimes it might overkill a sector. It also can mess with your queue, because it's queuing things up maybe ahead of something that you'd want to hurry a little bit more. I don't think iron prices are exorbitant. Yeah, we've got a slight deficit, but it's not a huge thing. So iron mine expansions are probably fine. They're probably going to still be profitable, but I'm going to turn it off for now just to prioritize other things. Wow, lead prices are high. We really could use more. Do we have other places we could build lead mines? Not all of them are necessarily incorporated. Although maybe what I'll do is I'll still build one in each, and they can stay on the auto expand for the lead mines. That's probably okay. And the idea is I am hoping to probably incorporate more things. We don't need the extra tax capacity. We just need more bureaucracy. But I think that's one of the things that the telephone gives us a lot. It gave us a lot of bureaucracy. Well, it's plus 100 over presumably the base value. But that was telephone tech. Oh, I guess it was under society, wasn't it? Or do I already have it? Did we already unlock it? Is that what I saw before? Man. Oh, we did, yes. Yeah, we'd lose 40k. Yeah, it does generate a bunch of taxation capacity that we don't need, but the bureaucracy would be very helpful for incorporating more stuff and running more trade routes if we get the convoys. It obviously would be insane to do right now with the price of the telephones. I mean, upgrading this is almost always going to be a cost. Unless it's specifically unlocking more taxation for us, this is always going to cost money, but the idea is hopefully with the bureaucracy we gain, we'd be able to do something with it. It also means we have to build, you know, fewer of those stations just to stay balanced. It'll be interesting to see if the laissez-faire passes on the first click or what kind of drama this might generate. But yeah, keep going with power plants. Which, actually, do we want to consider a mode change of the power plants? Is that under, categories of power plants under? There they are. Oh, we're already coal-fired. They would make more money if we switched to hydroelectric, just because they wouldn't have to buy the coal or the engines. But we would get less electricity, which wouldn't be good for the rest of our economy. And the power plants are still very profitable here at coal-fired. Yeah, they'd lose a ton of oil because there's just not enough oil. But we're working on that. Yeah, coal and engines. But we did unlock new modes for the automotive thing. Oh, okay. If we switch modes here, we produce fewer engines, but start to produce automobiles, which right now there's no demand for them. I wonder if it's urban centers that creates the demand for automobiles. And right now rubber and oil is like bonkers, so we can't do that. Assembly lines does not provide more engines, it just cuts back on laborers. Urban centers. Again, why not alphabetical? How do I feel about these bigger modes? Okay, these would be profitable. Now, that's going to get expensive. More labor. These numbers might change dramatically. I'm going to do this now. We'll let it run and see if we've crashed our urban centers. So far, so good. Okay, no Oh! Great Britain wants to sway us. So is this them? It's going after Burma? East India Company is going against the UK here. Okay, none of this looks like a risk. Oh, it's an obligation. I'm going to accept. I don't know what we can do with an obligation with Great Britain. But sure, we will officially join this war. Whether or not we mobilize much, we'll see. How those urban centers doing? All right, they're still turning a profit. Okay. Public motor carriages. Wow, dramatically decreased employment, which might be good in some places. If they're still turning a profit, I'll go ahead and kick that. You know, they can turn less money. That's... Oh, we got an event. Public transit was successfully completed. Did it lead to this? With the... No, different thing. Okay. In implementation of motor transportation, questions arise. Should we focus on public or private transportation? More automobiles. This would give us a motor industry throughput boost, which is nice. Or more public transportation, which is urban center throughput. I mean, you know, cars are stupid and sucky. Public transit is great. In terms of what's best for our nation, I mean, we could use more motors. And right now, this would just be making more motors for us. On the other hand, the public transportation, this would generate more services, which are still fairly valuable. Well, they're not that valuable. No, I think the correct thing for us, even though, like, excess cars and a car-based, you know, infrastructure is stupid in the long run, this is going to be best for us in the short term here in terms of just making some pure money. Yeah, we don't need more throughput in urban centers, but we do need more engines. The centers break ranks. What? Industrialists? Not all of them are supporting the SA5? Oh, yeah, this is just borked. It's too low of a percentage. I'm just gonna hit this button, and we're gonna cancel that because that is basically doomed. We'll try again in a year. Yeah, I don't want that many rural folk. First of all, we're hoping not to have that many. We're hoping to employ our peasants as workers instead. Also, they're going to push the communist agenda, which I don't think is where we're going in this game. Although, it will be fun to do a run with that in mind. Oh, we could even do Canada again, with everything we've learned, but go communist. Probably, like, next time there's a huge change to, like, the game and the balance and things like that, it'd be fun to, like, revisit places we've already been. Oh, Saskatchewan is full of loyalists now. Yeah, the Radicals is dropping like crazy. This is still going well. You know what? I'm going to throw 10 more coal in the queue here in Saskatchewan. I think they've got enough workers to support it. How much do we need per? Did we find out? Doesn't say here how many more workers it needs, does it? I guess, I mean, we get an idea here, but then it's modified by the other levels. Well, I mean, I guess, well, we've already got 10, so there you go. We're just going to be employing another 26.5k, which exists here. So this should be okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just in case, you know, there's some fluctuation, I'll drop it down a couple of levels. I hate that it's not going to be a round number, but maybe that's going to be for the best. Plus, the arms industry would still like to hire, assuming it can turn a slight profit, which is still so reliant on more hardwood happening. Let's check to see if we could potentially import hardwood. I suspect the answer is no. Well, actually, I'm wrong about that. All right, let's input some from there first. Well, I guess we could check our shortage, which I think is actually quite substantial. Let me grab those two and see what happens to our market. Yeah, we're short like 600. That's still going to help with the prices, but maybe not as much as I'd like. I was importing, right? Not exporting. Revolutionary Hawaii. Well, you're probably not going to exist. And you don't have that much available, unfortunately. With just 10. Oh, and that's a fair amount of convoys for 10. We'll just leave it be then. I do want those coal mines. Those are the ones I manually queued up. But perhaps we'll do the lumber thing. How are the lumber mills in terms of actual profitability? There's some new lead mines there, so the money's not there yet, but that's okay. Yeah, they're still profitable. Because I was going to say, I don't know what the price of... I'm not sure what the price of actual wood is. So chainsaws, yeah, right now because of oil, and it would require tons of tools, it's a no-go. Right now, any oil production we build is going to be profitable, which is going to be nice. And tools will be profitable as we switch to more stuff. And actually, more things in the British market probably would like to switch to tools if they could afford it. So yeah, keep going with the auto build of logging camps. And actually, if no one's got one, if some places don't have one yet, well, I might hold off on Saskatchewan. Okay, none of these have huge capacity for stacking benefits. Zambia might be fine. We could maybe build them up to 15. You've got a lot of workers. You know what? Why don't we just max out the lumber mills in Zambia? I think I like that. Also, with our extra bureaucracy, and I still like to keep a little bit of a buffer there, but... Here we go. You know what? We'll plan on getting Zambia in. Oh! That sent us negative. Well then, I guess what I'm going to do... Right, you can keep stacking them. Because we've got a cap of like 50 or something. I'm going to queue up 2 more. I think you can like alt-click or something when you're building. Put it in the front of the queue. I should try to remember that. These are still constructing, so that should finish. Submarine unlocked. Alright. I don't know if we're going to be making a mode change right now, but sure. More motor industries, more oil rigs are coming in. And yeah, actually, if we can get up to 5 of these, then it's going to be fantastic. They should fill up their profitability. New parties formed. National Social Christian Party. Oh, the Petit Bourgeoisie. All right. What do you want? Disagreement. Trade unions and industrialists. Okay, how much do the trade unions love me? Well, we would lose some workforce ratio if we upset them a little bit. And industrialists, nothing's really going to change. So I'll probably... Yeah, I'm just going to upset the industrialists for now. That's going to be okay. I don't know if we need the workforce ratio. Although in Saskatchewan, we're kind of near the limiter here. All right, well, this seems like a good time to put in a bit of a cut. Our economy continues to grow. Yes, good. Population continues to be kind of flatlined, which is disappointing. I mean, I could drop taxes some more. Although, really what we need is the intelligentsia getting up to completely happy. And again, I could do it. I mean, I suppose I could raise taxes, but improve government wages. Maybe activating the propaganda stuff would make a difference. Although, they are powerful, so they would get a double bonus. I mean, if I do that, then they'll be at the +10. Budget drops a lot. But it's actually healthy if we weren't constructing. I don't know why the investment pool transfers are going down so bad. I think raising taxes would be maybe excessive right now. And actually, we're not getting all of our tax money because of the waste here. I mean, it's only 1.5%, but it's something. And there we go. Propagandist is back up, and it's got the double benefit. So we should start to see our population tick up again, which I think is going to be... I mean, it's not that we're really short on workers, but I think more people, more better in general. I don't know, maybe I could slow it down. We don't have that many states that are short on people. I mean, I keep checking Saskatchewan, but there's lots of other places too, right? Like, and most of them are more than good. In fact, I'd like to convert more of these peasants over. Well, we'll run it for now, and then when they lose, they might... I think they've got some temporary bonuses over here. Maybe not. Condemn the police, yeah, but that's still at +10. If we get to the point where we're no longer holding propagandists, then I can go and drop those budgets again. But we can run this for the short term again. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.